For the past 1 month, the Parliamentary Committee on Defense and Foreign Relations has been grilling various government officials and investigation agencies in a bid to unravel whether the alleged UK dossier on the ICC, tabled by Yatta Mp Charles Kilonzo and supported by his Duji's colleague Aden Duale, was authentic or not. And Tuesday morning, the government's chief legal advisor, Professor Githu Muigai, appeared before the committee to give his side of the story. However, Professor Githu's testimony only served to diminish any hope that the truth may be unearthed.
So what kind of precautions are you taking so that tomorrow we don't say we didn't know?
I must confess that indeed we are in a little difficulty. So the chances are, Mr. Chairman, that we will never know whether this document is legitimate or not.
We talk about our independence, and yet we do not want to challenge because we now have issues on the impartiality, we now have issues on the independence. To the best of my understanding, it is like we are playing to the public gallery. We are not being honest with the Kenyan people.
From a legal point of view, I'm afraid that there isn't much that can be done. From a political point of view, I cannot possibly pretend to advise politicians on political options.
According to the Attorney General, the investigating agencies have been having it rough in their quest to interrogate the alleged authors of the document as well as those who tabled it in Parliament.
Because neither the men, honorable men who brought it to the House, are subject to your jurisdiction, and as you have indicated, they have declined to be interviewed by you.
However, Professor Githu had a hard time explaining why the Director of the National Intelligence Service, Michael Gishangi, had declined to appear before the committee, despite being summoned more than 3 times to shed light on the issue.
You advise the NSIS not to come because in the face of Kenyans, they have become adamant.
The NSIS has sought a legal opinion from my office. I have got a word from the director of NSIS that I will be able to escort him to your hearing in camera.
I'm not sure whether they will require your escort to vote and how many times you will be there to escort them to appear before different committees. But again, I will leave that to your own judgment because they will be interacting with committees.
Exit Professor Githu and enter Justice and Constitutional Affairs Minister Eugene Wamalwa. But as if reading from the same script, Wamalwa warned that Kenyans should not expect much more information on the document, which was accepted by the Speaker as admissible.
We are unable to confirm whether or not the document is authentic, and we are entirely relying as a subcommittee on the Commissioner of Police and the investigative agencies.
Matters were further complicated when Duale and Kilonzo, who were expected to shed light on the dossier they tabled in Parliament, failed to appear before the committee, citing their parliamentary privileges. All government officials who have so far appeared before the Aden Kenyan-led committee, including Internal Security Minister Professor Githu Muigai, Foreign Affairs Minister Professor Sam Ongeri, Police Commissioner Matthew Itere, and the CID Director Ndegwa Muhoro, have maintained that they were not in a capacity to verify whether the alleged UK dossier on the ICC was authentic or not. The UK government has already dismissed the document in which it was claimed that Britain wanted Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta and Eldoret North MP William Ruto, 2 of the 4 Kenyans who face charges of crimes against humanity at the ICC, locked up during their trials, and President Mwai Kibaki indicted by the Hague-based court as soon as he retired from office. As things stand, Kenyans might never know whether the alleged UK dossier on ICC was authentic or not. However, more revelations will be expected when the Defense Committee tables its report in Parliament for debate. Chris Thairu, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.